I got a couple clips for you on this topic. I got a couple clips for you. Yes, man and woman cannot be friends. I already told you this, but I want to show you this video, this specific video, before I show you another one and some comments. Now, you see the title, you see the caption. It says, "Your POV, your husband comes with a girl best friend."
Who are you?
I'm Pam. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
Oh, it's great here.
So right here, apparently, the girl best friend of her husband is part of the package. Apparently, it is what it is. But right here, I want to show you this this top comment. It says, "Girls, stop being so insecure." And what the average normie girl below him didn't realize, he was just using that same logic back, because we will say, men have been saying ad nauseum, they don't want their girl having guy best friends, and every time men have said this, we've been called insecure, controlling, all that stuff, all that. Now, in the same breath, I want to show you this before if you look at these comments, you see how the girls are like, "Over my dead body." They're saying, "Oh, hell no." You see all these girls in here like, no. And the girls are like, "Hell no." And if you ask, like I said, if you ask, you see this comment right here. She said, "I will mop the ocean before this becomes agreeable." That's the comment I was looking for. That was hilarious. But it's clear when the shoe is on the other foot, girls have a problem with their guy having a girl best friend. And it's more deeper than just cheating. It's the energy. She wants that energy for herself, the resources, the time. And a lot of women are energy vampires. This is why, especially, this is the thing right here. If you're saying you have a boy best friend or a girl best friend, right? And you're the opposite sex, but you're not trying to set them up with people, you can't even be, you can't even come, for me, that means you can't even come close to saying you're a friend. And I'm talking about you not trying, or you're not trying to be like, hey, you try to be like, "Hey, she cute, why don't you talk to her?" Or he, whatever. If you're not even trying, like, I'm talking about you're the opposite sex, to at least show him that, oh, you know what, we're not with this, but let me set you up with this, and you don't respect that man's space, you're not, to me, you're not even close to a friend. In my opinion, you're a user. But let me see, because there is another video I wanted to show you. There is another video I wanted to show you. Let me put it back on me. It's interesting, though. It's very interesting. When the shoe is on the other foot, you saw those girls' comments. They were just like, one of the comments said, "Over my dead body." And I get that. I completely understand why. But right here, let me show you a story here. This girl is going to explain her story, and she's going to think, because girls don't realize how much of an energy vampire they are until the shoe's on the other foot. Or basically, they'll say, "I don't have no problems." They'll be like, I have men best friends all the time. And then they'll meet the guy that they like, and then he'll say, "Oh, I have this girl best friend that I be hanging with," and they will not be okay with it. And if they say they are, they lying, because women don't have, like, I'll say, especially when you're talking about women of color. I'm talking about women of color. They do not hide that shit well. I'm talking about Black, Indian, Hispanic. They do not hide that shit well. When it'll be like the girl best friend coming around. They can't hide it. They cannot hide it. Okay, so hopefully I pressed the right button. But here, you're gonna see a girl here, and I guess her name is Daynamarie, and she is going to complain that she's had this guy best friend for years on end, or blah blah blah, whatever. And her guy best friend, right? He has a girlfriend now, or a wife, or whatever. I forgot what she said. And basically, the wife does not want her near the guy best friend, even though they've known each other, I guess, since they were kids or whatever. And for some reason, she thinks that her guy best friend's girlfriend is going overboard. And this is why I do not believe men and women can be friends, because if you're a true friend, you just respect it. And you probably you need to respect their space. That's their space. But you are an energy vampire and you feed off that man's energy. And you don't understand this is grown up stuff. Now this ain't middle school. This ain't high school. You got to respect people's space. Or never mind. Let's just hear what she says here.
Put a finger down if your best friend of 10 years finally gets his first girlfriend. You guys meet, everything's so chill. Then one day, he says, hey, you can't call me by my nickname anymore that you've been calling him for 10 years. Same with all of his other guy friends. Same nickname. Then his girlfriend is throwing him a surprise birthday party, and she said I wasn't allowed to come unless if I bring my boyfriend. Then I wasn't allowed to talk to him for a whole year straight. And because we're best friends and we're also family friends and our families know each other, his mom also was sticking up for me more than her own son because she knew that this was the problem. And even with no communication for a whole year, I was the root of every single one of their fights, and she said that if he ever becomes friends with me again, that they have to break up. Then I decided to send him a final goodbye text because I didn't want to be involved with their drummer, constantly hear them fighting over me when I haven't talked to him in a legit whole year. So then, when he responded to me, she made him sleep on the couch. And now I'll never probably be able to speak or see my best friend in the entire world ever again. Put a finger down if you're
Okay, so let's review. I like this conversation. It said, boo, boo, grow up. Either marry him or move on. Adults can't be best friends with the opposite sex. These are facts. But let's analyze it. Because also another thing, women lie by admission. You were probably all up on that dude, trying to act like you still had some say in his life, even though he has a girl. And she peeped it. Let's keep it real. I don't know if the girl's a psychopath or whatnot, but she peeped it, that you have a hold on this man's life. If you saying that's his first girlfriend and you knew him for 10 years and that was the first girl that you see with him, that's clearly he probably had something for you and he was waiting it out and he finally got his girlfriend. But you clearly have some kind of hold on this man's life, clearly. And you really need to be like, and he was probably spending some money on you too and all that. She's not going to admit that, but it is what it is.
Friend of 10 years finally gets his first girlfriend. You guys meet, everything's so chill. Then
yeah, right. It's always chill in the beginning, but she peeped you, dog. She peeped you. Take that L. She peeped you.
He says, hey, you can't call me by my nickname anymore that you've been calling him for 10 years. Same with all.
First of all, when you're male best friend, right, and she's with his girl, you need to be respectful of that space. You should know, you should know better. Like, I need to make that a soundbite because let's not be stupid here. If you calling this, you have these nicknames for the dude, like, it's not like you're his ex. You know what I mean? It'll be different. She probably, if you were the ex, it would probably be a little bit different, but especially you're saying you're a friend, right? And you ain't never been with him. This is his first girlfriend and you still calling him by his name. Technically, you're kind of demeaning him like you're the ex. And second of all, it's basically you're trying to prove that you still have a say in his life, like you're the girlfriend. You know what I mean? So when you see people with their peoples, you got to be respectful already up front, and you should already have that. You should already know not to cross that boundary. It's disrespectful. Bitch, you need to know better.
Other guy friends, same nickname.
I got. Oh, here we go. Other guys' best friends. She said, other guy best friends, same nickname. Yeah. Blah blah blah. White women be lying by admission like a motherfucker. Like when white women say certain shit, I just literally be like, because they be like, I like in my mind, I'd be like, wow, she really think I'm stupid. And then they just be like, Chris, why ain't you hanging with us? Bitch, I be hearing what y'all say. I know what you're doing. Hey yo, man. But check this out right here. Let's continue.
Friend is throwing him a surprise birthday party, and she said I wasn't allowed to come unless if I bring my boyfriend. Then I wasn't allowed to talk to him for a whole year straight. And because we're best friends and we're...
When she's saying a whole year straight, she's exaggerating. You just were limited in your communications, and maybe he was forced to block you. Now, clearly, whatever the girl, she's making it seem like the girl is very controlling, but there was probably other girls in that guy's life that she had no problem with, but she had a problem with you because she peeps that you're using him. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. She could be controlling and she could be crazy. But two things can be true too, though. Two things can be true. She could be that. Very controlling, blah, blah, blah. Guy's probably an introvert. She's an extrovert, whatever. And then at the same time, she wants him all to herself. and you're in the way of that. Now, if for her to think that you're in the way of that, that's because you guys are probably similar personalities. You guys are probably very similar and too similar for comfort to where she does not want you around. That's another story.
Also family friends, and our families know each other. His mom also.
So your families know each other, huh? So I don't know why this bitch complaining right now. But like I said, they don't like women don't realize that they're not a friend; they're vampires. So she's like, I want my fix of blood. She won't let me get my fix of blood. Vampire.
Was sticking up for me more than her own son because.
So what? So why are you bringing this man's mama into this? That she's sticking up for you more than her own son. Why does that matter? Bitch, you're not the girl. You're not the main one. Why are you bringing this ninja mama into this? You see. This is what I'm talking. Yo, I turned full African for a second. You see. Africans be doing that like a mother. You see, you. You see, I knew I peeped this girl, dog. She's a user, man. Why are you bringing that man mama into this? Like y'all, that like you like the ex or something. Like you know what's interesting? What she mentioned to mom. I know a lot of girls that will brag about. I'm talking about they're the ex-girlfriend, right? And they'll brag about how I knew I was the main one for real. I was a real one in this guy's life because his mama still calls me to check up on him. That's how they know they're the main one. So the way she's talking like she's that man's ex. Yo, this show in her mind, I'm number one, even though I'm not giving him anything, literally nothing. I'm number one. I'm still number one, and you bring that man mama into this. You see, I knew it. This is the stuff that people just gloss. People, the normies will be like, oh, you knew that man's mom. You guys must have been very close. No. That she's trying to prove that she should be the number one woman in the life, and that she's basically offended that the girlfriend is putting boundaries up, and she's like, whoa, I'm the real one in his life, like you, his ex.
Knew that this was the problem, and even
knew this was a problem, huh? This was a problem. The mom didn't say nothing about the girl. There's a problem. All right.
With no communication for a whole year, I was the root of every single one of their fights, and she said that if he ever becomes friends with me again, that they have to break up. Then I decided to send him a final goodbye text because I didn't want to be involved with their
final goodbye text. No, come on. I just wanted closure. Bitches be having these words, though. Oh man. All right. Look, man. Tell that man that you've been using for 10 years. Tell him how you feel about him, or move on. Stop bringing this shit to the internet, dog. Fix that herpes thing you got on your lip.
Drummer constantly hear them fighting over me when I haven't talked to him in a legit whole year.
You see, she's making it about her. I'm number one. I'm QB1. No, I'm QB1.
So then, when he responded to me, she made him sleep on the couch. And now I'll never probably be able to speak or see my best friend in the entire
Now, if you were a real friend, you wouldn't even mention the part about the ninja sleeping on the couch. You're emasculating that man by doing that, but that's another story. Like I said, that's why a woman cannot be a man's friend. You're not even supposed to mention that to the public, or even the fact that the male best friend is fighting. Since you have other male best friends, shouldn't you just go to them, right? Huh, bitch? All right.
Ever again.
She really tried to make herself look like the victim in this one, huh? Oh man. It sounds like you're the problem. Exactly. Oh no. Right here, let me read this comment. This is a live reading. He said, this might be playing devil's advocate here, but at the end of the day, if you're a truly mature and understanding person, then you should respect their boundaries. She's uncomfortable with him having a female best friend, something a lot of women could agree with. Okay, so just from that reading, this is clear. If a woman says that she can have a male best friend, she's capping. Oh, okay. If he is respecting her wishes by cutting off your friendship, then you should let him leave in peace. He is prioritizing his partner over everything else, and that's what relationships are supposed to be. Of course, losing a friend hurts, but be happy that he's happy. I agree. Now, I don't want to hear women talk about my male best friend and You know what I'm saying? Because she low key kind of exposed most women with that comment right there. Anyway. But like I said, you'll see when you look at the comments, it's surprising. You see a lot of the girls like, no, girl, you the problem, which I agree. She's clearly the problem. Clearly the problem. But these, I don't know what that girl's name is, but maybe I'll do a hate-a-thon on her later. But it is what it is on that end. It is what it is. Man and woman cannot be friends. Somebody's going to catch feelings. Somebody has more feelings for the other more than the other. It's just too much. And then especially if one gets a girlfriend or boyfriend, it's always, that's when them true feelings come out, That's when those true feelings come out.